How to find the true value in a foreclosure lead. Hey guys, my name is Liran Koren. I've been investing in real estate for the last 10 years and flipped over 1,000 properties. In this video, I'm going to show you the importance of moving your deal and how fast you need to move your deal, and what kind of information you need in order to do your valuation correctly and get to a value that you're comfortable with. When I'm looking at this lead again, when I'm thinking what to do, okay, what is my next step right now, is obviously I want to check value. So I'm just going to, again, I'm going to go to the property appraisal where I am very comfortable doing my quick, let's call it quick value checks, okay, because I don't really need more than that. I have so much money to play with. I have $172,000 worth of equity. Doesn't matter really if it's worth 260 or 240 at that point. Not really, right? I want to have that. So I'm just going to check. I'm just going to check what is the value. Let's see really what we can sell it for. We all want to end up at the end result. Real estate is very exciting, and owning real estate at discount is a great feeling. But there is no great feeling than reaching up your end goal. Okay, so the race finishes when you sell. So don't get overexcited and don't get overconfident with yourself, okay? You gotta sell, and you gotta sell fast. And this is what's gonna make you, this is what gonna be impressive to me as a deal as a whole. It's gonna be fast, it's with a strategy, it's in, it's out. Okay, you didn't make as much as you could, but you made it, and you really made it. It's no speculation about that. So I'm gonna go into value, right? In a property appraisal in Broward County, you can do a view as a map. In many counties, you can do the same thing. So if I go here and I zoom out, right, I would see basically the area that I'm speculating about, and I would do a search. Luckily enough, we have a search in about Broward County property appraisal. We have a search that allows us to search by last sales by year. So if I choose sold by the year of 2009, I do not have anything yet, or do I? I just started it here, so we don't have a lot of things recorded, but let's go 2018. All right, 2018, much easier to look at, especially in the close area. If I go in 2018 and I expand it back, I'm sure I'm going to find results, but that's going to be too far for me to look at. So I want to see what was sold really, the nearest to where I speculate about. So that's why I'm going to choose 2018 sales, and I'm going to zoom in into the area in which I'm looking at. So I see this property was sold for $185. And I'm gonna check and see exactly what was the deal. I'm gonna compare this property to the property that I am speculating about, which is this property right here. This is the property that is going for a pre-foreclosure, call it this way. The bank just started a lawsuit, and the guy is in trouble. He's got a lot of equity in his home, and we wanna see if we can work out a deal with him. So I can see that this was sold for $185, and this was sold for $255 in 2018, $290, $260, $247, okay, and $260, etc. $300, $295. So we're looking at mid 200s, and we're looking at a really cheap sold here, and we're looking high sold here. So I wanna check exactly why this was sold at that price, and I want to see if these are sold after that one. Okay, so I'm gonna go back, and I'm gonna go and check by search subdivision sales, and that's gonna give me the latest sold in that specific subdivision. Okay, so this also allows me, if I want to compare by square footage, okay, I'm looking at 2-1 at 1,884 square feet. So if I'll go back without even looking, right, if I'll just go back and I'll compare it, and I see that this one is even smaller size, but it's got 2.2, but it was sold recent for 247. So that's the last sold in the area. That gives me that gives me something to look at as a comp. Okay, if I look at the photos, that's the way it looks. Something to compare to. Okay, it's a small 2-2, same subdivision, nothing too much special with it. 247 it was sold, and I have a 280 afterwards. This is probably land something, and I have a 280 that was sold. That was only assessed for 181, and that was the 281 that was sold. And this is 1200 square feet approximately, so nothing really, not much different from the one we are speculating about. Almost the same square footage, 1 bedroom less. But look at that, it's on the road. I don't like it. So what I would do in this case, I would first of all, since there is so much equity, I don't need to be so much cautious with my value at this point. So even if I go the lowest, okay, let's say I think that let's see what the 185 bought it. Some company bought it. They made a good deal. They bought it about a year ago for 185. It's a 3-1, which is fine. And I guess they had to do the roof. They had to do a lot of renovations there. But what I'm trying to say is, even if you go to this property and see it's smaller in size, it's still selling for 247, and you go to this property and you see this is also 1 bedroom more and 1 bath, but it's selling for 280. Okay, and then you see the 290 and 250 and 260 and 230 and 22222. If you go back to 205 again, 205,000 square feet in 2017. Okay, so no matter what, this house to me, okay, the worst case scenario would be, okay, not 260, but make it 225 or 220. Okay, how's that? That's what it should be market price today. Of course, before I'm gonna make an offer, I'm gonna check that. I'm gonna check the MLS. I'm gonna check to see how many active in the community. You know, my deal can create so much more equity than the 220 I'm just mentioning here. But that's my safety net. So on my 220, if I would go with the 70-30 rule, I would probably offer. If the guy owes $88,000, depends how much money you want to make. Okay, but I could probably go up to 140 and 150 here. If the house is in a decent condition and I can bring it up to a marketable condition quite quickly, and my total cost would be $150,000, and I can, at no doubt, sell it by at least 220, then I'm okay with that. Okay, I'm okay with that. You know, I gave the homeowner about $60,000 worth of real money, and he gave me his position, and I sold the property, and I sold it for 220. But you know what? I never paid the $88,000 that he owed. I leveraged myself using that money, because nobody is gonna take my house within a second. You know, I just have to pay the debt to the lender. So what I do is I use the proceeds money. I use the proceeds. Let's say I sold it for 250, right? Because I am making to make more money. But I sold it for 250. If I put $150,000 in cash, I sold it for 250. But I didn't really put $150,000 in cash. What I did basically is I bought his position. I paid him, let's say, $50,000, and he gave me the deed. And he left me with the $88,000. So if I paid $50,000 and he left me with the bill of $88,000, what is my total cost? My total cost is $138,000, but that's not really my total cost, because I'm not paying the $88,000. I'm only paying my $50,000. Why am I only paying my $50,000? Because I use the money from the proceeds, money from the sell price, to satisfy all the debts. So I'm leveraging myself. I'm basically using other people's debt problem, as my leverage. Hey guys, if you like this video and you want to learn more about becoming a real estate expert, please be sure to subscribe. You can also go to my website, lirankoren.com, and get your free 1-hour course. And if you have any questions or comments, please be sure to make them, and I will respond as fast as I can. In the meantime, happy investing, everybody.